Hello YouTube and welcome to Cage Shadows, a new Let's Play of Shadowrun Mercurial, a long-awaited UGC, released a week before Hong Kong, so we've got a week to get through this, so let's crack on. I am going to be playing my sort of regular, it's a new character, so is a pistol decker. Right, let's do intelligence, a bit of biotech, and a bit of decking. Oh. I don't use ESPs, we'll have a bit of that. For security, a bit more body. Let's crank up the old, let's put point to dodge at least. What does that leave me with? 4 karma. That'll do. 1 karma, what should we do with 1 karma? I think we'll just hold off with that then. Yeah, right. Let's rock on, and put my usual name. Oop, if I can type. It's Cage. Right, the doghouse. You're an up-and-comer in the world of Seattle Shadows. There was that thing with the Suffer Shack and a few forgettable adventures, but now your name's out there and people know that you are someone who can lead a team and get things done. Your fixer, Old Sam, has just helped you land a new safe house, right near a street market in Polyup. He doesn't know anything about the previous occupants, but he knows that it had a matrix and Trido access and a garage. Sam has even has a tech who's on his way to help you change the sockets and fix any huge gaping holes in security. Once you have your place set up, you should recruit a few friends. Rumours on the streets say that someone is looking for a team. Find your safe house. It's shaping up to be an interesting night. Nice premise. I like it. Like the imagery they've got. It's all good. Right. Go. Old Sam found you a crash pad somewhere in the neighbourhood. He said you know it when you found it. Called it the doghouse. Awesome. Street decker. Fellow console cowboy. Well, I guess you'll be needing this. No one should enter the Matrix without one. Cool. Cement. Nice. Stranger. Where can I score some nitro? That's a combat drug. El Gracha. The dark dwarf hangs out in the corner, which although brightly lit doesn't shine a lot of light on him. Holmes, you looking to get your swagger on? Yeah. Oh. I'm not going to buy that guy more nitro though. Right. Nova Coke Alpha. Wow, 5k. Jazz. Wow, 2 quickness and an AP for 5 rounds. That's actually pretty sweet. Kamikaze. The combat drug of choice. Body, strength and willpower. Nah. Burn, cram. See, I do like the look of jazz, but I'm not going to pay for it. Anything else, Holmes? No. No worries, amigo. You know where I'm at. Okay, have a drug dealer on there. What's down here, I wonder? I like the lighting. It's a good atmosphere. Talismonger. Not that I am one. Friend, please come in. I have all manner of trinkets available to those who have the magic of ages in their veins. Browse. Let's have a look at your stocks. See if you have what I need. Oh nice, I've got some armour already in there. Traditional mage's robes. That's good for a mage playthrough. Show this. The shaman bows their head briefly. Of course, traveller. Please let me know if anything that catches your interest. We have hermetic library, shamanic skins with rituals sketched out, lodge supplies, and summon infestures. Oh, that's a really nice touch. The Identity team really know the Shadowrun background really well, so they've had some people... Ooh, let's have a look. A few more strangers. Those stars better not try and raid us again. Oh dear, that doesn't bode well. Stay safe out here. Oh look, there's some graffiti of dog. There, but let's continue on up. Stay safe out here. Suffer shack. Inspect the gate. Just over here. He's sitting down. Dirty Orc sitting on the plaster at the sidewalk scratches his nose as you walk up. When you move to address him, he says, "Ho there, what you looking for? I can help you score, find anyone or anything." He pauses for a moment, then adds, "I'm Snout, and I got info for sale." I'm looking for somebody. Aren't we all? What type? I don't suppose you happen to be into Orc play. I'm looking to find out about some runners. What runners are you looking to learn about? I can answer general questions for free, just so you know who I'm talking about, but specifically it's going to cost you. Information is my trade after all, and I have to make a living. Nice. Tell me about Razor and Ronnie. Who the hell are they? You should already know the basics. Brothers, local boys that keep the peace, run errands, killed anyone who tried to muscle in on the street market here. Give you more specifics, but they're dead. What do they matter? That's all, thanks. I should think so. They are dead after all. I never did hear what happened to their bodies though. Snout shrugs. Fine with me, buddy. If you ever need to know which your potential teammates sold out a former leader, just let me know. I'll be right here. That doesn't bode well. Snout pauses, scratches his nose. The information is probably more valuable sooner than later, right? No. Stranger. Look at Kane's gun shop. Not wise to walk around unarmed. You've got a man on a mission looking your way. You look familiar to me. Do I know you? Where can I score some nitro? You the neighbourhood watch? Back off before I call my boys. Yeah, I can read your future if you've got a moment. Sounds dodgy. She falls into a dreamlike trance, swaying slightly. You'll soon be presented with a series of paths etched. Each of them are leading towards the light, but beware the path choices. Many of them are covered in thorns. Thorns represent difficulty. Whether internal strife or external pressure, I know not. More often than not, the paths with the most thorns lead to the brightest lights. Paths, then. Paths are just how my vision sees choices. The choices you make lead you down these different paths. Some have dead ends, others locked doors. Whatever your path, obstacles will follow. Ah. Vague, very vague. One moment, everybody. There you go. Let's put a timer on, just so this episode doesn't run excessively long. Right, do you have a shady merchant? We like shady merchants. Whoa, that's an interesting pick. The shady looking orc seems to be watching both ends of the alley at the same time, his eyes darting back and forth. I know you. The reason you're in my grill. I'm not going to confront him further. I don't know if I've actually got any weapons on me. Let's check this fact. Oh, I have a gun. Okay, that's good. And a grenade. The important things. And my deck. What's your damage, pal? My damage? Aren't you a little firecracker? I think I found someone who might just be interested in a couple of my little presents. Now show me what you got. Oh, he specialises in grenades. Nice. What's this stranger have to say? Good night. Get your fresh rat meat. Right, I'm going to run back down there though, because I think that's where I've got to go. This rusted gate is not locked but pushed closed. You push it open and it protest loudly. What a wreck. Lone Star have been leaning on air hard, I wonder why. Cigarette smoke wafts from the dimly lit crevice sandwiched between two derelict high-rises. Hangman's joke, scrawled on the brick wall with some sort of cheap photofluorescent paint. Beady eyes suspiciously cast glances at you from within. Nice. Beer tender. I wonder if that's intentional. Yep. Hey, friend, what can I get you? Oh, there we go. Beer tender, not bartender. Yeah, bartenders have to listen to all your whiny problems. Beer tenders just sling suds. You have problems? Welcome to the club. You want some suds? I'm your girl. Something cheap, I don't care what it is. My favourite type of customer, one who orders and doesn't talk. As long as I'm pouring the suds, you can stay. If you want to talk, bother someone else. I like that. Right, body and tech. Medical drone. Greetings humans, what service do you require? Nice. Augmentations. Medical supplies. Premium medkit. Whoa. Glad you assist you. What do you require? Will there be something else? Yes. Nice conversation loop. It doesn't boot you out after looking. Oh, I like that. Augmentations. The doctor is in. Please proceed to the cyber suite beyond. Oh, he's not going to tell me, is he? Street dock. Wow, messy. Hi there. I wasn't sure that bot up front even worked anymore. Seems like it's been ages since I let anyone back here. What can I do for you? Let's see what you can do to improve this old meat bag. Oh, nice. Firmware. Data jack, which I've already got. Alright, you click on it. Yeah, I've already got that. So what eyes do I have? Wow, quite a few. Okay, so... Bone lacing. Tailored pheromones. Not a huge amount. I am looking forward to Hong Kong. The doctor smiles, reaching for a portable scanner and giving your body a curiosity scan before pulling up the display. Of course we can improve on it. Let's just take a look at what you've already got. Why don't we? That conversation didn't seem to come in the right order. Well, let's continue on. So that goddamn air spirit just sitting there. What the hell? You know how elemental spirits are otherworldly beings made of distilled power and treachery. We only detain to visit the mortal realm in order to ruin someone's day. This one appears to be selling fragrances and air freshness. What's up, Gasper? Spirit seems puzzled by your name and gestures to sorted items on the blanket beneath it. Unable to speak, the elemental welcomes you with grand gestures and a syrupy onslaught of fragrance, and spends several minutes boastfully showcasing the various candles, spray canes, and discarded flowers that could be yours. A vase of half-wilted roses and a dead fish are among the wares. Convinced as you are awestruck, it then leans back and crosses its arms shrewdly, awaiting your offer. The spirit wasn't capable of hammering you into the amorphous blotch on the pavement. Its naivety might almost be cute. That's scary. Let's buy a can of air freshener because I'm going to need it in the new apartment, shall we? Buy a can of air freshener. You pick up a green felt triangle from the carpet, one that smells vaguely like pine. And when you offer the spirit Nuyen, the magical being turns away from your money, knocking the crescent from your hand. The spirit gestures to a cardboard sign. The sign's message is scrawled in childish handwriting. Maybe the spirit wrote it, or an uneducated shaman. You read it as you retrieve your cred stick from the ground. Hear me company. I give you solve problems, and you give me power. My mission statement is to solve your sink problem and be lead in smell company. No Nuyen. Hear me, company. I give you solve problems and give me power. My mission statement is to solve your sink problem and be leading smell company. No new yen. Do I want to give the spirit my name? Raise your arms and make a whoosh noise. Names have power. My name is Cage. Yeah, come on, let's let the spirit world know who I am. Spirit freezes in place and mist drifting out of it. It seems to consider your offer for a moment before gesturing grandly to give you the item. Apparently your offer is acceptable. You wonder if you traded something incredibly valuable for a bit of trash. Well, that was an interesting conversation, wasn't it? I like it. Interesting map making as well. Jammed door. Door looks jammed open. You hear scrabbling noises coming from inside and a muffled bark. It's called a doghouse because there's going to be a pack of wild fucking dogs in it, isn't there? Clear the doghouse. Yeah, great. Oh, too much. It's staging. Okay, there's something about Mercurial, and then I missed that stuff on the dead body. Okay, too many things coming up at once on there. We need to give us a bit of chance, maybe to investigate that, not to have it as you walk in. That's probably a region trigger. There you go. Anyone who's anyone will be there. The show has been sold out for months, ever since Mercurial manager Armando Hernandez announced a tour date. Use light switch. Oh god, why did I turn those lights on? Alright. Looks like the person didn't make it to the first aid kit over the wall there. Alright, that's a subtle hint to grab the first aid kit. Oh, and there's a dog with some sort of item picked up. Basic med kit. Ronald's twin brother, you remember the two of them now, always ran the shadows together, died and got eaten by dogs together too. That's poetry. Okay, so it must be the guy, Snout, I talked to originally when I was asking about Ronald and Razor. That seems to have jumped the gun a bit. And saying about jumping the gun, I'm about to get attacked by a bloody dog. Okay, that was significantly less painful than I thought it was going to be. Chewed up remains. Looks like the corpse has been ripped to pieces by the former doggies who so recently had also departed. How many guys were in this? Lone Star. Cranial bullet hole suggests Lone Star officer was shot point blank range. His face is frozen in a look of ghoulish surprise. Are you here, chummer? There's somebody shouting at me. Silver arrow. The Decker who greets you at the door seems familiar. You think you've met him before, one of old Sam's contacts, a tech or something. Decker has a bright and cheery disposition and smiles as he says, "Hello, chummer. Don't know if you remember me, Cage, but Sam gave me a call. I heard some unfriendly fighting type noises, so I hung back until things got quiet again." Decker looks around the entrance at the dark, stinking safe house. Sam said you'd probably need help getting your safe house set up. Something about old tech. I know old tech, so he gave me a call. Don't worry about paying me. Sam is working out a favour for me. No one said anything about the place being wrecked, though. What was your name again? Simon. I know his name, but I haven't asked it, so I'm going to ask what his name was again. Decker laughs. "Oh, chummer, you wound me." He pantomimes being stabbed in the chest for a moment, then goes back to tinkering the keypad on the front door. "It's okay. I don't remember who you are either until Sam described you. I'm Silver Arrow, friendly neighbourhood Decker, fixer-upper and repairman. Can you do something about this tech?" "I can take a look, chummer, but I can't promise anything. First, let me do the easy stuff. Check the security log files and reset all the protocols." What does that mean? Silver punching the complicated passwords into the keypad by the door. As he punches buttons and navigates the menu, he talks to you. "Resetting protocols is easy, like changing your password, chummer. Keep the old tenants out, give you a fresh set of keys for you and your new friends." Glancing at the bodies on the ground, Silver Arrow adds, "Keep old enemies out too." Security logs. What about cameras and doors? Silver Arrow shrugs. I was keeping an eye out on my walk up here, and from what I saw, if there were cameras, they would have been broken or stolen. I wouldn't hold out much hope for them, chummer. I can get you new ones, but it'll be pricey, he says. After a moment he adds, sometimes you'll find extra goodies hidden away when you reset protocols, a hidden safe or sensors that's connected to the system everyone has forgotten about. Okay, I don't think anything works here. Silver Arrow laughs. Of course not, chummer, he says, pulling the cover back of the door and showing you the inside of it. Look at this ancient tech. See that number right there? Blah, 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 blah. Silver Arrow waits a second for you to recognise the name before continuing. Seritech 2021. Right, 30 years ago. That's 2021. Here was a manufacturer date. Jarman was the president. The US survey still existed, and neither of us were born. This tech is older than you and me by about 10 years. Didn't buy the tech, it was just here. Silver Arrow clucks his tongue while he puts the panel back on. Says, chummer, Cage. Oh, chummer, my chummer. I'm the tech with hands of gold. Why didn't you just ask? Deckers always want someone's tech. Cost premium. I'm not... If you fix this, I might listen next time you say we need an upgrade. Zero smiles, looking happy to have his talents appreciated. Of course, chummer. That's why Sam called me. That's why I'm here. Silver Arrow smiles, clearly pleased with you as his new friend. What else can I do for you, chummer? Can you find something about all this mess? Silver Arrow looks confused. Sorry, chummer, but squishy organic bits are really up my area of expertise. I'm a decker. Chumlichin. Bleh? Not a meat grinder. Looking at the body, Silver Arrow waves a hand in front of his face for a smell, but we do need to move them. Where do you want me to take them? I'm gonna sell them off to organ grinders. See if organ grinders or Nightingales can do a pickup. Maybe they'll pay a few creds or something. This old cybertech. Silver Arrow nods. I like the second-hand tech at Nightingales better, and they pay more for good organics. But unless you're good friends with one of the doctors, I don't think they'll do an anonymous pickup. Tapping a finger on his lips, Silver Arrow adds, I know the dwarf organ grinders in Touristville, up in Redmond. He's discreet and does disposals. The dwarf has a creepy jack-o'-lantern smile, but really a nice enough guy. Rumors Mercurial addiction to better than life chips remain the stuff of legend with no confirmation. Okay. Right, so I can't do anything about that. Whoa! Answer telecom. Use telecam. Old Sam. Hey! We recognise that from Dead Man's Switch. You recognise the telecom number as being the current burner used by your contact Sam. You know him fairly well. He's a decent fixer with some connections and a strong aversion to working around in Roku. Sam prizes loyalty. He always talks about how a buddy of his saved his life once. You connect the call and see Sam's rough visage on screen. Sam says, "Hey kid, how you holding up?" "Hey Sam, you look like hell." "Glad to hear your eyes still at work," Sam says, taking a hit straight from the bottle and rolling it around his mouth before swallowing. "You okay? The fact that you're answering means you survived finding the doghouse, apparently." What's with this dogson? Sorry Sam, what do you have for me? "That's better kid," Sam says. "A little gratitude never killed anyone." Sam shrugs. "We got your digs and I sent everyone's best tech buddy your way, free of charge." Sam looks more serious. "Well, not completely free of charge. The bill is on its way. Friends are good for 10%, instead of my usual 15. Settling in, Sam continues. "I'm not carrying your hoop for free, and we just got a call about a paying job. Some frigger called Max Foley. I don't know him, but he's looking to pay people for crime, and that's where we come in. It should be fairly straightforward, cash up front. Interested?" "What do we know about this Foley character?" Yeah, we don't jump the gun. Sam shrugs. "Almost nothing. From the buzz on the Persona Network profile, he's a trashy former tread star and some kind of recording bigwig. He has a record label out on Telecom called Low Balls Records and has a reputation of being a bit ruthless with his problem clients." Sam adds, "Who doesn't have the occasional problem with client now and then?" And he winks at you. Most importantly, Sam holds up a finger. "Foley sounds desperate. Desperate means profitable." That's nice. What kind of job are we talking about? Sam shakes his head. Foley was pretty tightly lipped about it, so no details. He has some sort of security concern and needs to discuss it privately and in person. If I had a security concern, I wouldn't trust an unsecured telecom call either. Can you imagine making a call like that, not knowing who might be on the other end or who'd be listening? I'd rather be dead. Most importantly, thing is, and the man has cred. He's already got into the show at Underworld 93 tonight. Mercurial show, in case you've been living under a rock, or we haven't had time to read all the bloody things from the hollow terminal by the door. And being seen at the show tonight means you're a mover and shaker. That alone ought to raise your reputation a few rungs in the stratosphere, and justify whatever hoops he wants you to jump through. Sam gestures, getting your attention, pointing at his eyes, and then at you at the telecom, and his eyes again. I want you to pay attention for this next part, because it's a little convoluted. Oy. I originally set you up with the doghouse because there was some chump from New York who was flying out to put together a team. He didn't want to pay for professionals, so he ended up with a bunch of mooks. I was going to send you on that job, but then this Foley thing came up, so we're dumping that job. Cheers, buddy. Sam pauses and then sighs. The thing is, Foley expects you to show up with your own team. I can't exactly pitch the world's greatest solo act that no one has ever heard of. Hit the other meet and see if you can work with any of those losers for the Foley job. Make friends quick, kid, and get there by 2 AM. Seriously, be there by 2 AM, or it's both our fragging asses on the line. Building a team in a few hours won't be easy, and it's going to cost a fortune. Foley promised full shares to each of the team and cash up front, so you shouldn't have to pay to get the team to the meeting. Back-end money should be pretty good, and that'll take care of itself. Just like you, everyone is going to wish they could catch the show. Mariah's concerts are a once-in-a-lifetime event. Between the two factors, you should have in too much trouble finding some bullet shields. Thanks, Sam. I owe you one, honestly. Sam grimaces. 15%, kid, but we'll call it 10% in a favour because I like you. Go check out the meet, and then the basics of a team together, and bring back a paycheck. That's all I ask. Hey, you just teleported next. I didn't notice someone else reading the conversation. Did you just run up? Silver Arrow approaches from behind you and says, I couldn't help overhear some of that chummer, you know, because I was eavesdropping. Are you really putting together a team? Sorry, thin walls, lots of holes, I couldn't help but overhear. I thought you maybe like to hear that I was on my way to that meet when Sam asked me to stop in. It's supposed to be some Green Johnson putting together a team of runners. Perfect place to make some friends and find a team for you, chummer. I'm listening. The meet isn't too far from here, chummer, up in the street market in the Stuffler Shack. New Johnson, I never heard of him or met him before. Supposed to be flying out of New York to meet us. We. Silver Arrow looks at you confused. Yeah, chummer, we, as in you plus me. Who put it together? Silver Arrow shrugs. I don't know him. Some new out-of-town Johnson from the East Coast. My info says New York, which means he's probably one of the big 8. Mega Corps mean Mega Nuyen, right, chummer? I'm trouble. Any secret knock to get into this meeting? These are all new players, new to town or just to the shadows, so almost no one will know anyone else. Perfect party to crash if you're looking for help, right? If we're quick and get out, we can get the best people ourselves. I've heard enough. Glancing at disgust at the Rinkin, at the Warren before shaking his head. Definitely need a break before I start fixing this dirt pile. I'll tag along with you. Go to the meeting, maybe grab a beer before I come back and start trying to fix everything wrong with this place. Silver sighs, hands in his pockets. Okay, one last thing. I used to realize this cold fragger would kill you just as soon as you look at you. One time, he punched a guy out and threw him in the car trunk because he didn't like the way the guy swaggered up to the meet. Didn't think it was professional enough. Can you imagine something like that? I mean, that guy would have gone nuclear if Johnson hired someone he thought was inferior right in front of him. I'm saying, let's just go to the meet these chummers, and after it's all over, call and hire them so no one gets mad and starts a war over it. Okay. Right. Lone Star. Dead Boy reminds you of a song Grandma used to listen to back when you were a kid, sung by the band named Queen. The lyrics had something to do with biting dirt or eating dust. Something like that. Nice touch. And it looks like whoever killed the cop also shot him in his gun, rendering it useless. Too bad. This dresser contains what little you own. Okay, confirm. Oh, that's just light switch. Door. Ah, nice. Garage. Lone Star Corpse. Another one. Right. That was a lot of reading, guys. Alright, big lot of narrative. I think I would have liked to... That warehouse bit sticks up too much. I think it would have been nice if the whole safe house had that sort of extra level of feel to it. And I'm sure we saw a Max Foley there. Yep, just there. Surprise, surprise, it's something to do with Mercurial. I should probably have read that. Global Records official said, "How did you get this number? Stop calling me." Alright, meet the local talent. I can't remember what quick save is, to be honest, at the moment. So let's just save it normally. Save. I think the Suffler Shack was down here a bit, wasn't it? There you go. Whoa. Right, I don't know. Let's talk to Gunner. This large trollman is alluringly attractive and has the grace and strength of someone who used to a lifetime of professional combat. Whatever scars she has have been repaired, and her cyberware is all top of the line. You've had training, military or corporate. She looks you over once again, seeing something that meets with her approval before nodding. Corporate. Although between those two gets blurry every day. How about you? It doesn't give me a response to her question. I can't say who I am or... What's your call sign? Friends call me Gunner. And you are? I have brief leaving your face to scan the room. And you are? Again, I can't give her a response. Gunner will do. What's your skill set? I'm heavy weapons. CZ-88 with a custom mounted underbarrel grenade launcher. And this is Vera. Bring a lot of tactical know-how and security expertise to a team. If you need someone to watch your back, that's me. I'll go talk to them and meet you later. Some of these responses don't really gel too well. Actually, I'll go talk to them and meet you later. And meet with you later. I don't understand that question, that response, so I'm going to do the top one. I'm actually looking to recruit a team myself. Gonna nod. No one matching your description made the guest list. I figured you were crashing looking for help, or were a rival Johnson looking to poach your team. I could use tactical know-how you'd bring to the team. I'll be in touch. Trollman nods at your exit. Watch your back, she says, clearly giving you advice and not a threat. Okay, she's useful. Trying to look what's... That looks like a decker, which I don't need. Padre, you look pretty awesome. Man standing before you looks out of place. He's clean, well groomed, and sounding more professional bearing that, and he's dressed like a Catholic priest. I want to talk to Padre. Greetings, fellow runner, the priest says quietly in play. Are you down here for some sort of reason? Trip from... Are you down here for on some sort of field trip from St. James? St. James Cathedral, here in Seattle, the priest smiles. I'm afraid I hail from slightly further away. You can detect a hint of Italian accent in his speech. Do I detect an Italian accent? Good ear, the priest says with a smile. My family is originally from Gimito area, although we haven't lived there for decades. I was educated in Rome and Baltimore. Good to know. What other talents do you have? Talents of the Order are diverse, but mine's are limited to spellcasting alone. What kind of spells? I have access to many spell formula, but those especially helpful in line of work will probably be healing spells and ranged combat. With time I could develop or invent more combat spells. Do you have any problem with the sort of work that runners do? I do have more of a passive view of life, both in inherent nobility and the lengths we should go to preserve it, but I'm no stranger to combat and I'm prepared to defend myself. What does that mean? There are many subtle nuances to it, but yes, I will defend myself if necessary, but I don't like to take life when I can avoid it. And I do not shed innocent blood. How does that affect you in combat? I use non-lethal spells like rituals that locate enemies, or spells that stun instead of maim. I also make generous use of my healing talents, which keeps me pretty popular even with the most grizzled street samurai. Sounds good, thanks Padre. Interesting. So gunman, I think I'm going to talk to Luna because she looks like a shaman. Shiva looks like Kovops. The young Amarind woman is strong and confident, her arms covered with tribal tattoos, and the axe at her side has definitely seen use. Despite its modern make, the weapon is decorated like a tomahawk. The woman projects confidence but has a nervous energy about her. Zeslux, the woman you says easily. It's a familiar greeting, although you don't speak the language. What do your friends call you? The young woman squares her shoulders and looks you in the eye. She may be young, but she projects an aura of confidence, and the axe isn't just for show. My friends call me Luna. Tell me about yourself. I don't think I'm supposed to tell you everything about myself. The young woman says politely but clearly uncomfortable. I don't even know who you are. How about I tell you something about myself? Probably wise of you. The young woman nods. My name is among the street is Luna, the English word for moon. I'm looking to put a team together. Luna looks confused. You are Black Raven? She asks. You do not look at all like what you would describe. Luna crosses her arms under her breast and stands with her feet shoulder width apart. Clearly explain yourself. I'm not Mr. Johnson. I'm looking to poach a few of his team members for my own job. I have a job that makes me the boss. You want a music producer, blah blah. Good to have principles. Nice talking to you. I'm not Mr. Johnson. I'm just looking to poach a few of his team as a fixer for my own job. Luna looks around the assembled group, weighing something. I have no objection to you hunting teammates here, but I would be concerned with anyone wanting to break confidence with an employer that easily. For myself, I need to wait and hear out Mr. Johnson. She says something for me to name before I could join your other job. Good to have principles. Nice. I'm going to be in touch. I'll be in touch. Okay. I wonder if I can talk to more people though. The orc casually watches the room. Talk to El Jethe. The orc casually watches the room with wary eyes. The orc casually watches the room with wary eyes. I wonder if I can not talk to anybody else now and then. The dwarf turns off his comlink, but not before you catch a glimpse of Filthy Matrix. The Filthy Matrix node he was visiting. The comlink sputters and shoots sparks after you close it. You watch it with a burning electrodes. Hola friend, how... I heard one of the others call you Sucho. Bows with a smile. Robert, Carlos, bloody hell. Dwarf smiles and meets your eyes. Sucho to my friends, lovers, he says with a wink, and escolas profesionales. You just look at porn on your phone. See, the dwarf says as though it's no big deal. But nothing, my Sukyo, just... He pauses a moment, mentally translating troll, con sexo with the elf chica, and she likes it. Right, what do you think of the others here? He smiles, looking at the group with Valir. I think Lemurian, he says, gesturing in the direction of the dark-skinned Decker, and then swoops his arms in the direction of the troll, I guess that's meant to be, typo, with an assault rifle. Yila Noma, with me in the middle would make me one happy. This guy's just a dirty porn addict. I meant in professional capacity. You know what you meant. I know what you meant. Combo, but a joke. It was too good to resist. In front of the brew. Crosses himself and pauses a moment before answering. Sukalikto was the main religion in my country when I was in Ninito. She loved her rosary. She was... Now that we must worship at the Premed and my family, we now live here. Right. Inanno. How I say, a gesture with his hand indicating something the height, or at least some Dorfo. Right, how the I think I've had enough of that. Pulls it out of his pocket, pops the plastic loop around and turns it on, waiting for it to start up before he starts punching the keys away. He begins to giggle at whatever he sees on screen, but at least has the volume turned down. Walk away from the crazy porn addict. Alright, let's talk to you. The gaunt elf looks exhausted, bags under his eyes and a haunted look. Just shy of complete crazy. He seems to look in every direction at once. Almost his clothing is dirty as he tech uniform, which is a unique jaguar carved into the mantle, but is obscured by the multiple holes and bloodstains. Walk away. Blight. The smug man wearing the fedora seems to look off in the distance. He's wearing half sneer of someone who knows a cruel joke and not share it. Talk to Blight. Ho, hombre, says the skinny man, regarding the other runners in the silver shack with a skeptical guy, like trying to decide. What's your skill set? Aside from looking very good in this suit, I'm the shaman. I follow more intuitive paths of magic. Okay, what totem do you follow? Blight narrows his eyes. I follow the only person worth following me. I'm numero uno. If there's someone out there who helps me out, I'll take it until I can cut their hands off. Do you know any spells? You're thinking about this like a mage, man. Blight takes a breath, gesturing as though he's trying to explain with a hand. It's not all math and cold logic. Sometimes a guy needs to get his hands dirty in the manner of the astral plane. That's it. Turns it into spells, but it's not spells that mages use, so yes and no. So, no spells. Blight exhales sharply, staring into the bare roof in that suffer shack, trying to calm himself. Mate, you do not know what you're talking about. I can push mana, but it's not so much complicated than what a mage does. Math and solving. X. I move the primal forces around and sometimes it benefits people. Right, I think I've heard more than I need to. Bugger off. Okay, right. So, shooty. Healing magic. Oh. I want to... walk away. Can't talk to him. Can't talk to him either. Walk away. I don't want a decker because I'm a decker. I want that troll for the gun bunny. Padre or Luna looks like a good mage. I don't want Silver Arrow because... Can I talk to Silver Arrow? Silver Arrow beams in youthful optimistic way and says, Ho chummer, I know you have the whole room full of people to talk to, but thanks for chatting with me. These guys might not look much, but with you leading them, you've got the makings of a great team here. See anyone that... I'm talking to these people and I realise I don't know anything about you. Tell me more about yourself, chummer. Silver Arrow nods, looking thoughtful. That's true, and chummers like us should know each other. What would you like to know about me? Where did you learn to deck and program? I was probably part of the UCAS army. I served 2 tours, got assigned to program and logistics, and learned to program with the spare decks they had on base. Interesting. You said something about a classic car earlier. I really can't remember that. Silver Arrow beams. Oh, chummer, you should have seen them. They're all classic, straight lines and silver fenders, stuffed full of great tech, leather, interior rubber tires. Ugh. Silver Arrow nods. I've always promised my dad that we'd build one together. Now that he's gone, I have to do it myself. I already got a lead on some parts, but we can talk about that later when we're prying around with that, when there aren't so many pioneers around. Can't be too careful, right, chummer? Should go to fix stuff in Doghouse. I don't want to bring a team back to the dirt hole like that. Silver Arrow says you from a moment then nods. Chummer, I'll get back there and start cleaning things, but don't think this isn't going to come back to bite you. You can't treat people like dirt all the time. Good talk. So that did Jack then. Right. Don't like Suko, can't talk. Right, let's just get gone then. Zero runs the last couple paces to catch up with you as you exit Suffler Shack and waits in 2 outside saying, "Hey chummer, contact him for all those chummers, complete with pictures, just call whichever one you want to work with. I'm going to grab a beer with them, then head back to the doghouse to start repairs. You stay safe out there, okay?" Okay, mate. Stay out of trouble, people are watching. Sarah looks over his shoulder as though you meant someone who's literally watching you. Thanks, chum, I'll watch out. Head to the Don't I have to get... No, I want to talk to Silhouette. Look for the doghouse. No, okay, so I can't ask about any people there. Do I not need to now go and hire the team? Bloody hell, it's a long run. Come on. Meow. Speed running. Nope. Okay, I can't use the vid terminal, so I presume... Let's hold down Alt. That's a moustache. That's a light switch. That's a light switch. Okay, I guess we go to the club. Whoa, that's a lot of people in there now. Oh, they've gone for a drink. I wonder if I can talk to Luna some more. No, can't talk to her. Can I talk to Padre now? No. Okay, so it looks like I can't talk to them anymore. And they've come out the Shuffler Shack, so have they met the Johnson? Weird. What does the stranger have to say? I guess that's meant to be a gun shop. That's a really weird floating sign. It looks like, I guess it's meant to be on that street lamp. Chip head. Man's lying face up, eyes glazed over. His head is dangerously close to the corner of the curb, lolling into the street. He seems not to care. He's got a data jack and it looks to be running. Probably a hot sim BLT. From the looks of it, his mind is in a better, though temporary place. Leave him alone. Right. This has been quite a long episode, so I'm going to call it there as the opener to Shadowrun Mercurial. A lot of dialogue, guys, but it's nice and fitting. It's very Shadowrunny. So... we shall leave it there, and hopefully you'll join us next time on Let's Play Shadowrun Mercurial. Thanks for watching.